The only institutional change that has occurred is that in those days, the position of economic advisor was a position that was open for competition from outside. And then I think over time what happened is that it got what is called encadred. So economic advisors' positions were filled by people promoted from the Indian Economic Service, and the only economic advisor position as a permanent position where you bring in from outside, recruit from outside, is the chief economic advisor. Okay? So the fact that all the economic advisors' positions were open to outside competition did bring a lot of younger people into government. And these were not three-year appointments. They were just appointments in government. They had no guarantee that they would make progress if they weren't found fit for higher positions. But it created an avenue for people from the profession to come in. That changed mainly because I think of internal civil service sort of pressure. And I think there's a valid, the Indian Economic Service had a valid point. I mean, as a first-class service, they argued that the logic of a first-class service is that 15% of the jobs for the service should be at the Joint Secretary level. But the economic advisors' jobs, which were Joint Secretary level jobs, were not encadred for the economic service. Now, I don't know whether that's a factor or not a factor. But today, a 40-year-old person cannot get into the government. They can get in for three-year appointments, but they cannot get into the government on a sort of permanent basis saying they want to come in. That's